got real.
Today?
Yep, on Instagram.
Oh,
Saved by it's a saved by.
I want to
That's my
say,
boy,
but
Rock.
okay. Yep. Greetings. Oh, greetings. Peace and love. Ekaro, Ekasan, Ekarole, Ekele, wherever you are in the globe, I am welcoming you to another episode of Black Trauma Uncensored. And this is episode 9 of our show. And yep, we're here today with our community dialogue. And I would like to also welcome my my host, ERA.
Greetings, African greetings, Akwaba, Akabo, welcome. It feels good to be back with you all another Thursday and seeing what the feedback is. How y'all feel about the show? So hopefully we get some people in the chat that want to let us know what it is that they see, what they want to hear, what they want to talk about, so we can further our discussions and bring people forth who are able to provide their expertise on a topic, right? And resources.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, it's just an honor to have the courage and motivation to do this, just to take that time out. But before we go ahead and continue, I would like to do a check-in. I had to update my check-in system, or the check-in system I've had help with ER. So we have red, black, and green, but we have black as everything's good to go. We have green as amber, and we have red as in defeat, stuck. I don't want to say defeated because I want to be careful with the words I'm using. So I don't know, how are you feeling today?
Today I'm feeling blacktastic.
Blacktastic.
And so yeah, feeling healthy, balanced. Of course, lives. So that's to be expected. Last week I did the 7-day. I don't want to call it a challenge, elevation to bring forth the summer solstice. Not bring forth the summer solstice, but actually transition into going from spring equinox to summer solstice. And so with my Radiant Legacy Consulting constituents, that's what we did. We ate raw for 7 days. Some people, if they had to cook, then they were able to, as long as they were getting their daily value of nutrition, and drinking only electrolyte water, coconut water, water with pink Himalayan salt. So feeling refreshed, but also I was traveling because we're always traveling. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and get back on schedule with my rest. You know, I usually lay it down about 7. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
How you
That
feeling?
is a, well, I'm in between green and black. So I'm in between feeling blacktastic, and at the end of and I'm also in between green, which is amber or neutral. So
Neutral. Okay.
the reason why I'm feeling in between is because I've been transitioning, uh just transitioning regarding to the time zone, the time difference from coming back to the UK from my trip to the United States and hosting my tour event, Unpopular Truth Behind the Black Man's Abuse. I've traveled in between two time zones. So I've traveled to the Eastern time zone and Mountain time. So it's just having that transition. Right now, I feel okay because I've been managing to uh, get a bit more rest, just getting back on my whole regiment, uh the exercising, the juicing and so forth, and getting back onto that water intake, which I was doing prior. Sometimes, once again, when you travel to different destinations, you have sometimes you have in your mind that this is the expectation where you want to keep up with things, but it doesn't always plan out that way. So it's just about remaining disciplined. So yeah, but I'm grateful to be here today, and we're definitely gonna have a great dialogue. I think we've got some comments we've
Yeah,
actually
I was going
received.
to acknowledge I think it says Black Silk Yoga.
Oh, Derek from Georgia.
Why do you
Mhm.
think if Derek's name is Black Silk Yoga, what makes you think he want everybody to know his name is Derek and where he live or where he
Oh,
from?
this is this is the family shout out anyway. So this is the family shout out. So that's what we're doing here. This is a I feel you, but this is the family. I just want to acknowledge my brother because I know who's in the comments and so
Indeed.
forth. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out,
So look, so
shout out to Georgia.
he's even chuckling. I appreciate the emoji. So yeah, I appreciate you, brother, and I'm looking forward to seeing you later in this year. So I'm glad you've tuned in, and I know there's going to be other people. I know we got
Yeah.
a few people who have come in. So please feel free to leave the comments, and this is also open. So if there's any subject, because if there's any subject matter you wish to you feel we should discuss, please drop that in the comment section, because if not, me and ERA, we're going to do our thing, and we're just going to go into what the ancestors, the message that will be delivered.
So to the point of yoga, I'm a Basu. So that's a Kemetic yoga instructor. And I have been doing my yoga in the sun on Sundays. Typically, I'm indoors when I do my yoga, but yeah, it has been quite an experience under the sun between the hours of 9 and 11. Yeah, it's very invigorating.
Mm. Yeah, I
Ashe,
need to.
ashe.
Yeah, I would definitely like to. I tried it. I'm not as I feel that I definitely need to get get more into yoga. I
Mhm,
tried over the years and stuff like that, but I guess sometimes you may need the encouragement
mhm.
with folks who are more committed and so forth. So
Um, you also have to know why you're doing what you're doing. Some people think it's just about stretching, and they're not necessarily aware that it's really a spiritual engagement, right? You're yoking the higher and the lower self. And so, as you're bringing that union together, that's a spiritual practice. So
Mm,
it's beyond the physical. So when you have that understanding and you know what the meanings of the postures are, then you might feel more connected, and you'll be able to see how that fits into your personal narrative,
mm,
as you are facing the challenges. Because when you start doing comedic yoga, I've done the other yogas, but when you get back to the origin, oh yeah, it's
mm.
it's totally different type of elevation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's beautiful.
So
I
yeah, I'm sure
appreciate you.
you'll enjoy it. The more that you do it, you'll get
Yeah.
more comfortable. Yeah, because when I got my certification, I actually certification started in July, but I had to tell my instructor, my Saba, like, hey, I'm gonna need to start in April because I got issues. I need a head start because some of them postures were a little intimidating. But like I said, once you get into the flow of it and you have an understanding and you have that connection and you know why you're doing what you're doing and how beneficial it is internally and externally as well as spiritually, um, it'll get easier.
I
You all
appreciate that.
have you all have basus. I think it's Shakara. Is Shakara basu? I don't know.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But
I don't know.
I wanted to segue into health. I'm gonna say we're
Mhm.
gonna start off because obviously if and I don't want folks to feel shy. Whatever you, as I said once again, leave your comments. If there's anything you would like to express, please do leave the comments. But I would like to start off with health as we're on the topic of or discussing yoga, and one thing with health is that as we age, we become more conscious of health. Well, I'm sure I know there's the majority of us probably are conscious when it comes to health, where there's others who have maybe are numb to it or have also identified that there's certain health issues, but are just continuously living life suppressing those issues. And as we age, it's imperative for us to take care of ourselves, mind, body, and soul. It's imperative for us
Mhm.
to take care of ourselves. It's so important. So although yes, you're right, ERA, the spiritual aspect, it should be in the forefront, but that's not to neglect the physical aspect of things as well, because there's folk who are among us who may be having issues, whether it's certain joint pains they're having, kidney pains, or whatever brothers and sisters are dealing with, and so forth. And every decade, you have every decade what comes along, and you turning around and like, yo, I'm 40 now, or I'm 50, or I'm 60. We really feel it. We do really feel it. And those it's important for us to self-reflect and work on what we need to do, because with certain brothers and sisters, it can also it can be impactful, especially with obviously what my mother right now, she is diabetic, and she's doing a lot better. But with what we were trying to we was trying to encourage her when we was younger to, like, eat healthy, try to do some exercise, my mum would always shove it under the rug, and obviously it caught up with her and stuff like that. So, and it's also something what is also linked with trauma as well.
Absolutely. And so you just really brought it right back to spiritual.
Mm,
Everything that happens in the physical first starts where? In the spiritual realm. We deal with so many different aspects and factors of life that we don't realize when our health is taking a toll on us. It's really because we have unresolved issues in that trauma a lot of times. And then it becomes manifest in our body. That's why they say don't stress, right? Because when you do, you wind up getting ulcers. right? You don't know where the cancer came from. Why you got tumors? Because of that spiritual unresolved trauma that you haven't dealt with, right? And then two, what does it make you do? You start eating things that don't have any nutritional value. You're eating junk
Absolutely.
and you're calling it food. There's no such junk food is an oxymoron. There's no such thing. You're either eating junk or you're eating nutrients, right? So when we end up with certain ailments, it's because we're not really taking account for, and that's what I was encouraging my legacy consultant followers, supporters, to do. Know what your weight is. Do the math for you, not that general table that they give us in Western medicine. That might not apply to you. You have to know for yourself, what amount of protein should you be eating daily? How much fiber do you need daily? How much water, electrolyte water to be exact, should you be consuming daily to electrolyze your body, right? To keep yourself lubricated. We just take people's word for it because they have that white coat on. You are your primary doctor. If we have to put terms on things, because before we had all these terms and degrees, and we've been doing this. We are the mothers and fathers of civilization. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Physical health definitely does matter. We have to be more cognizant of staying mobile, right? If you don't use it, you will lose it, right? We experiencing this premature rigor mortis. Like we are literally living and dying at the same time because we're not being more conscious, being more aware of our well-rounded health, holistic health. Yeah, so there's a balance to all of it, and not to negate one and focus on another, right? All of it deserves equal attention.
Interlinked.
And in that balance, sometimes it might not be equal. It might be 70-30 because you got more issues spiritually than you got physically. Or once you resolve those spiritual issues, then you start to see a turn for the best in your physical health. Or in the physical health, once you get up and you get out and you get to moving, you change your spirit. Right? How often do you be like, oh, I don't want to do nothing, but I'm going to push myself to take a walk. I'm going to push myself to go to the gym. And once that dopamine get to flowing, like you a whole new person. So yeah, they go hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And also how we feel about ourselves, it definitely shows outwardly, and not just shows outwardly, but it also can affect the people, our brothers and sisters we come in contact with.
Absolutely.
So that's definitely something which we need to take in consideration, because if you are maintaining, if you are aligning yourself ancestrally, spiritually, and so forth, then there will be that shows that level of being grounded. It shows the level of being grounded. But when you are not taking care of yourself, then it will show outwardly, and it has a domino effect on when we are engaging with other people, whether it's face to face, social media, and so they say that you are what you eat.
What you consume will consume you. I just made that up. Don't nobody steal that.
I wanted to
But yeah, absolutely. And so we wear our natural hair and we are complaining, oh, it's so much maintenance, it's so much maintenance. But I have to remind our sisters, like we have younger sisters out here, the youth who are watching us, and the way that we walk in our stride and the confidence that we have. When they see our hair, they want to emulate really our essence, but all they the way that the way that they interpret it transfers as, oh, I like her style. I like her, but it's really your ashe. It's really that power, that light that you have. And but the only way that they can conceptualize or understand it is, oh, I like her hair. I like the way she dressed. So be more intentional about what you wear. Yeah, it's important. It's important. And it, like you said, it does something for the esteem.
Mm.
It's and morale. Because a lot of times we think we're by ourselves, but when you see, now I'm gonna say this too, just because the person got on the dashiki don't necessarily mean
Yeah,
they
for
down for
real.
the cause.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
people really do, they just wear, you know, symbols and attire just because they think it's cool. And I mean, we could use it to our benefit, more power to it. But for those of us who know better, um, we have a responsibility.
Yeah.
So I agree.
I just wanted to say a shout out to Baba Mayowa, who's commented on Facebook, the Facebook page. So we're just saying
What's up, brother?
yep, he's giving us a greeting. So I'm just wanting to shout him out,
Acknowledge it.
and brother RBG Patar as well. So BB48, we
Hey,
appreciate
brother
you.
RBG Fatsai, big
Yeah,
big supporter with a
yeah,
lot of information.
yeah,
So much information.
absolutely.
And such a historian.
Mm,
Yeah, I
absolutely,
watched the videos. Hmm. Yeah, he
absolutely.
be going in on them Sun Dodgers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's definitely that's Patar for you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I f- so once again, like, feel free to, like, when we have our community dialogue, we're just appreciative that people are tuning in. But what we want to do is, when we have our, at least whether it's the next one, we want
Mhm.
we want brothers and sisters to let us know what you want to speak about, because we have schedule lives where we have guests, Jegnans, what come on, and we focus on various topics which are important for us to know, various topics where we like to bring those who have the expertise, who specialize in these fields, to share their knowledge and wisdom, because obviously we don't know everything, but so we are also looking forward to, having uh to get our up and coming guests and so forth. And yeah, I'm just grateful for the channel. I'm grateful that, me and ERA have the patience for it, and the motivation and determination for it.
So, brother D from GA,
Yeah, brother
brother
D.
Black Silk Yoga, yeah, he asked the question regarding coconut water and the best that's on the market. So when we talk about the marketplace, we're talking about Aye, we're talking about Earth. So is it the best with regards to that market? Absolutely, because it comes from nature, right?
Mm,
It has natural electrolytes. Of course, you can get your certain brands that you can
mm,
buy, but if you are in an environment, an ecosystem that has natural coconut water, or maybe they get imported, um, they have natural electrolytes. So I drink coconut water. I use it for my protein powders. Um, and I drink it raw too. So
mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you could also get those, like, the farmers markets, and I don't know, in the Whole Foods out there. I'm not too sure if they sell the coconut. I'm not too sure if I've seen it in the Whole Foods when I come to the States and so forth. But that, the best coconut water will be from the actual coconut itself.
Mhm.
There's certain places here in the UK where you can go. There's certain markets you could go to get coconut, the actual coconut, where you could just, chop it up yourself and, get the natural one.
Mhm.
But for myself,
It's
I
the
I
green coconut, right? You gotta know how to pick them.
Oh, you know how to
So
pick
wherever
them?
you get it from,
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
don't just be going out there picking up hairy coconuts and stuff and thinking that's because you seen it on the cartoon in 1980 something. Nope.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely,
Make
absolutely.
sure wherever you're harvesting that you're getting something good.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, definitely. But what are the brands of coconut wool? Because
I'm not naming nobody brands on here. We not getting paid. You
yeah,
crazy? I'm sorry, we
okay.
live, ain't we? I gotta talk like
You
we
hear
by
that black
ourselves.
silk? You hear that black silk? You hear that black silk?
We get so comfortable. I apologize, world. We not doing
Yeah,
that though.
you hear that black silk? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the
Hmm.
world today, and also
Oh, he co-signing.
yeah, yeah. The world today, chaotic. I'm telling you, man, chaotic. It's chaotic. We definitely have to keep ourselves grounded. There's so much going on. And it's crazy because obviously this is the time of year where, you know, in the West, especially places like the US and the UK, it's been quite hot. Over here in the UK, there's been heat waves and so forth. But when it comes to the season, summer season, we we should all always benefit from it by receiving that natural sunlight, the vitamin D, which should give us that charge.
If you're
And
in the
be
United States, he said vitamin.
okay, vitamin. Okay,
No,
yeah,
you can say vitamin.
okay.
That's what y'all do over there. That's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
not our
yeah,
language anyway, so whatever.
yeah. So yeah. So I'm just so it's supposed to give us that adrenaline
Vital
rush,
minerals.
but sometimes, you know, during this heat, you know, certain folk act crazy. You know, I'm always
Mm,
getting notifications on my phone that, you know, this brother, this brother's been stabbed, or, you know, this beef broke out and
mm,
so forth. And, you know, sometimes people act a fool in this weather rather than enjoy
mhm.
themselves. And yeah, it's just some interesting times we live in, you know.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's wild. And people will blame it on the heat because you get hot and bothered in more ways than one.
Mm,
So most definitely stay hydrated. You're not hydrated if you're not drinking the electrolytes. That's not, you just basically dumping water in your system. And yes, it lubricates your intestinal tract. That's cool. It will cleanse your skin, but you're
mm,
not electrolyzing yourself. So eating the proper nutrients, and that balances your hormones as well. So when people going crazy and doing all of this weird stuff, that's part of the reason they're malnourished. They think
mm,
because they're eating something that they are being nourished. No,
mm,
no. Now you out here losing your mind, right?
mm,
Not being. My best friend just called me today and was telling me about a young lady who got shot in the head
mm.
at a Pizza Hut in
At a Pizza
Cleveland.
Hut, they still exist.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. So he must
Damn.
have, the worker must have, I don't know. She disagreed with whatever the order, how her order was prepared, or whatever the situation was, and she spit on him. She spit on
Wow.
him. Had her daughter was in the car, and he went and got his firearm, shot her in the head.
Damn.
So yeah,
Mm,
this insane. Absolutely
mm,
insane. Because if you get my order wrong, I'm just gonna ask for my refund and I'm gonna leave.
mm. Yeah.
Right? If you spit on me, I can't. I don't even want.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
she got shot in the head.
Yeah. Mm.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
And
It
and
definitely
and
is.
and it seems like overreaction in both situations. I can't, the whole spitting on somebody thing.
Mm.
I don't know, but
I don't, it's not enough. It's not enough to go to that extent.
not enough to shoot somebody in the head. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
to that extent.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
And it's cause and effect. Once again, it's cause and effect because we a number of us are presented with scenarios where we, you know, we can make a choice. And I feel that, as I said, in this system of white supremacy, we focus on getting into trivial situations, and obviously people could debate it, whether it's trivial or not, with people
Mm,
that look like us,
yeah.
and just kind of spend, it's almost like we invest so much energy at getting back at people that look like us, but when it comes to obviously those who benefit from systemic racism, we give them a pass. We give them a pass when it
We
comes
don't
to
even address it, right?
yeah, we don't even
We don't
address
even
it and we
address
give it a
it. It's like
pass.
it's not even
Yeah.
happening. But that's the law of proximity, right? All that frustration and anger, you take it out on the people who are closest to you because those are the people you have contact with, right? You don't really have contact. They have us in enclaves, ethnic enclaves, otherwise called ghettos. So in these
Mm,
ethnic enclaves, we don't go up the hill. We don't leave out of our city. I'm just speaking from the perspective of Cleveland, Ohio. Um, a lot of us just stay where we are. And so all of our frustrations get taken out on each other. And I'm sure it's like that in many ghettos of
mm,
America and everywhere else around the world. Everywhere
mm,
else around the world. We don't see Geppetto. We don't see Geppetto, right? The puppeteer.
mm.
And yet we are all his puppets.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think you're correct. We have to be mindful about how we are affected by these the extreme heat and how we interact with one another. If you want love, you give love. If you want
Mm,
respect, you give respect, right? You err on the side of harmony. If you walk into a situation and you see that it's going to be disharmonious, remove yourself.
mm,
And sometimes it feels like you taking the L, right? But turn
mm,
that loss into a lesson. Learn from that. You with my firearm instructor, he say, um, respect costs you nothing. Disrespect can cost you your life,
mm,
right? So my
mm.
thing is, I have to see something I respect in order to respect it, right?
That's a good t-shirt.
Um,
That's a t-shirt.
um,
Oh,
but I will never issue disrespect if it's unwarranted, right?
yeah.
Of course, that's subjective, but for the most part, when you're walking in my eye, when you're honoring our seven virtues, balance, honor, order, balance, harmony, order, propriety, which is righteousness, reciprocity, justice, and universal truth, then nobody should be able to take you, like, play you out of position. Like, stay on your square.
Mm,
But if you don't have that cultural foundation, and that's why we're here. That's why we do what we do, Black Trauma Uncensored. Because if you don't have it, we got it to give to you, right? And if we don't have the
mm.
answer, we gonna go find it. Because
Absolutely.
that's what we're supposed to do. We are each other's responsibility.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely practice. I think putting that into practice um can only help enhance you when you put that
that's
into
right.
practice, so
Enhance and advance.
yeah. And it's, we're not saying it to, like it's
Oh
easy
man,
because yo, we I mean, look, me and E have had hundreds of conversations and different conversations concerning this. And the great thing is that, we both work in like similar fields. Yeah, similar fields, and those fields are also interlinked,
mhm,
so we are passionate about the work which we do in the community, because we are solution orientated. And we are people who are always uh welcoming, advice, welcoming the
Oh, okay.
resources
Yeah.
and so forth. Yeah, and doing what we need to do to expand.
The African.
Yeah, be an African. Absolutely. So
Hmm.
so yeah, we've definitely I know some folks were, is that it? But we like to also be mindful of the time. I know when it comes to these dialogues, there's you get different folks with different attention spans and so forth. So we also want to be mindful. And as I said, we're gonna have the odd show where we do go over and we do go over our time, especially when it's just flowing,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. But today we're here and we are going to wrap on that note of staying healthy, being mindful, um, and when you see your reflection, love on yourself. So when you see your brother, your sister, love on your brother and sister, right? Even if it is a matter of being cordial. They say
Mm,
smiles are contagious, and that could be true. And you might not receive a smile back, but that's okay. You may have done something for that person's spirit, and that's important. So, Brother Siraj, any final words?
that's words of wisdom. My final words will be just we appreciate all of the brothers and sisters uh who tune in. Yeah, we appreciate wherever you are in the globe, we appreciate you. And yeah, we would
Appreciate
like you
you.
to share, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, just we're hoping that we would get more feedback as well.
Yeah.
We want more, we would like more feedback. We're welcoming more feedback, and we would like to hear from you what topics you would like us to touch on as well anytime we schedule a community dialogue episode. So we would like to definitely hear from you and the African family, so we can all chop it up.
All right. On that note, a BB Fodia,
A BB Frodier, Black Power.
BB Tumi, Uhuru Sasa.